Hello and welcome, my name is Nate from Video Games Recon, and in this video we're going to be checking out the Unfinished Swan. Now, I want to say this is an indie game, but I'm pretty sure it's being published by Sony, so I'm not sure if it's indie and it's just being published by Sony or whatever it is, but it's a very visually striking game. It's supposed to be really short as well, and quite interesting. So anywho, the usual rigmarole is on Video Games Recon. This will be a mashup video of the first 90 or so minutes, and on VGR Extra it will be the full quick play. So anywho, without any further ado, let's get into it. Hopefully, unlike the Guacamelee one, there will be some fucking voice acting, because the other one was just killing me, you know, to read all the fucking speeches and text and whatnot. So hopefully there's some voice acting. Fingers crossed.
Monroe's mother had always been much better at starting things than finishing them.
Voice acting.
When she died, she left behind over 300 canvases, not one of them finished, along with Monroe, who felt pretty unfinished himself. The orphanage allowed him to keep only one painting, and so he chose the Unfinished Swan that had always been his mother's favorite.
This story's a little bit dark, isn't it?
But
a bit
that
morbid.
night, he woke up to find the swan had disappeared. So he took his mother's silver paintbrush and followed the footprints into a little door he hadn't seen before.
So basically his mum's died and he's in an orphanage, which kind of sucks, but through the wonders of magic we're going to be in the painting. So yeah, basically I don't know a huge amount about this. I know, if I'm correct, yeah, you shoot black goop. Everything starts off as completely white, so if you thought this was a loading screen, then you know it's not. Obviously if you're a PlayStation Plus owner, you've probably played this. Well, there's a good chance you played it because it was up not so long ago. Yeah, anywho, yeah, so you shoot it around and it helps define the area where you're within, because otherwise obviously everything's black and you can't tell, you know, which way's up and whatnot. So it'd be kind of like being caught in an avalanche. You don't know, you know, what anything is, or a whiteout, I suppose. It's quite cool though. It is visually striking. It's quite an interesting dynamic and visual feat. Okay, so are we at the seaside? It kind of sounds right. Yeah. So I've heard about these. I think. Did I do that earlier? That's confusing. Yeah, so basically I've heard about this. If you get lost, you look for these yellow duck things, and I think they guide you to the general direction you're supposed to be going. What? Well, that's water then. What? Okay, can I get in that water? Is that going to be a no? Let's try. Let's see what happens. No. No, it's just not going to let me. Okay, there we go. We've got something going on here. This little walkway. It's kind of like if you were blind and you were using like echolocation or something. Okay. Steps maybe? Yeah. I'm guessing it would be kind of similar to actually how they picture it in their mind if you're blind and you're doing echolocation. I don't suppose there's much point in asking, because I don't think anybody who's blind is going to be watching one of my videos, so, you know. Some cool music. What we got there? What is that malarkey? Oh! Okay, so we've opened some gates. There's something going on there. Statue of some description, maybe? Okay, this is... it's very disorientating. Okay, that's where we came from. That's quite cool to look back at that. It's a very... Who sets up these things? It's a very peculiar way to get somewhere. Why has nobody heard of a freaking path or a road or anything? Seriously. Town planners in these games need to get their act together. What's that? A turkey drummer? What's going on here? Is it going to be a maraca? But there is like a chicken over there, so it's like a turkey drumstick or chicken drummer or something. That's some sort of artistic, you know, comment about eating meat. Unicorn. It's a unicorn. Charlie. Okay, that's enough unicorns. Right, barbecue does seem to be like sort of a meat sort of vibe going on here, isn't it? Some sort of social comment about meat, perhaps. Interesting. Sort of like a jail cell of some description. Whoa, okay.
The king was young, arrogant, and amazingly talented. He was convinced no color existed that was good enough for his garden, so he left it white. While he pondered how to create some new colors, his kingdom began attracting settlers, and soon he found himself with bigger problems.
Okay. Okay, cool. So we finally found some story. Oh!
Hey!
Don't know if that was meant to happen. I'm gonna guess so. Okay, part 2, the watchtower. So we have to go there. So we're going to do that, but sure. There we go. Wait, hang on. Surely we've been here, no? Kinda confusing. Yeah, I'm confused. Have we been here? What? Is this sort of like a portal vibe going on here? Because that's the sort of feeling I'm getting. What the hell? Yeah. This is the same place, right? How can I climb? Maybe I can climb. Can I climb? Okay. Okay, so I figured out what to do, and basically I'm gonna do it again just to show you. So where these first little duck steps were, I didn't really realise, but like that door that seems never ending, the sort of portal vibe, you drop down here and it takes you back into the same room again. But if you land on this ledge, lip here, and then jump over, you see there's those golden parts onto here. Gets you up where these other duck feet are guiding you to go. So this is the direction. Okay, so we're in a new area, I presume. Finally out the old... Oh! Door's closed, okay. Like that, is it? What is this, a horror movie? That would be a good twist. It was from like some nice little kid thing to.
The king's new subjects were tired of white. They were tired of tripping, of banging their shins, of misplacing their homes.
Yeah, tell me about it.
So they started painting everything, ruining the king's spotless design. In response, the king outlawed all non-magical brushes and pledged to spend the next month painting shadows for his kingdom.
This guy's a fucking lunatic. This is what happens when you let some mental dictator take over. Stop painting your entire kingdom white. It makes no sense. I forget what I was saying. Oh yeah, about the horror movie thing. Yeah, that would be a good twist. I think it's unlikely. Okay, so finally we're going to have a little bit of definition maybe with shadows. Okay. Ooh, that's... Ha! Okay, so you bounce off glass. That's cool. So it's like an aquarium sort of vibe, this thing. Okay, look, so we're getting some definition now. So why paint everything white? Why not black and white? That's clearly a good aesthetic you're going for. Some creepy dinosaur thing. It's the Loch Ness Monster! We found it! Finally! Illuminati confirmed, and Half-Life 3. Awesome. Okay, let's see what we got going on in here. This place looks pretty cute. Indeed. Huh. With his little never-ending things. You've been playing too much Portal, mate. That's right. You just got censored. Deal with it. Okay. Maybe I shouldn't be painting these pictures. I've got a feeling they could be clues to puzzles. Let's look at that. That's clearly a maze with some description. I don't think this was a... It said castle, didn't it? I don't think it was a maze, did I say? Okay.
Whoa.
Can I get this balloon or... Or is it just basically telling me how to get to the previous balloon? I think it is. Look, this is the area. This is the first area, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure of that. Right. Right, so if we need to, let's see if we can remember. We go forward, right. Keep going right. Take the next left. Keep going left. Left. We probably... Oh, shit. Accidentally just pressed that button. Yeah. That was stupid. Put my hand back on the pad and just because all the shoulder buttons are shoot. Yeah. Oh, good lord. I just screwed the pooch. I could have done with knowing that. But if worse comes to worse, I can always pause this and go... Oh, shit. Go back through the footage.
The labyrinth was designed to be beautiful, and it was. It was not designed to be practical, and it wasn't. Whole families got lost for weeks at a time, mails took months to arrive, and many worried a labyrinth of this size was bound to attract dragons. Eventually, the complaints grew so loud even the king couldn't ignore them.
Yeah, so people got trapped in here for weeks. How did they survive? What did they eat and drink? I don't want to know. And keep that human centipede malarkey to yourself, thank you.
Whoa.
Whoa, indeed. Huh. Okay, oh, cool. Right, if we're out of the maze, I'm cool with that. I'm not even bothered if there's, like, goodies to get, because... Get back here! Good bastard. Yeah, because, yeah, I don't fancy getting lost in there too much. Okay, let's get that bit of story.
The king was so frustrated with the messy, demanding people of his kingdom that he decided to start over. One morning he painted a boat and set off to find the perfect spot. He told himself he'd come back someday to finish what he had started, but of course, he never did.
Okay. Can we get on this high air balloon? I'm down for that.
For the first time in weeks, Monroe felt good. He felt even better when the wind pushed him close enough to reach the swan.
Yeah, get it, you little bastard.
Good, in fact, that he forgot all about his fear of heights. But when the swan wriggled free and Monroe fell over the side, he remembered almost immediately.
Is a pain in the ass.
That might have been the end of Monroe if this were a shorter story, but it isn't, which is why Monroe's troubles were just beginning.
Oh, great. When I catch that swan, I'm gonna cook it and eat it. That'll learn the bastard for messing with me. Right, okay. Okay, so there's clearly loads of balloons I missed. I'm not gonna go on some sort of crazy balloon catching thing.
Monroe scrambled out of the water and found himself in a massive city with no sign of the swan or anyone else. Well, except someone's enormous pair of feet. These were attached to a giant who could have been a big help in catching the swan, but
damn straight.
Unfortunately, here
He
was
was a
the
douche.
laziest giant who had ever lived.
Snorlax.
And it was his day off. Having celebrated in his usual way, he was now sleeping it off and quite unable to hear Monroe yelling. While he was looking for a way to wake the giant, Monroe noticed something even better. A floating ship.
Cute. Okay, so we've got more definition now. I like that because it means I don't have to look around so much and it don't make me feel so goddamn sick. Damn swan! Stop mocking me. Bastard. Oh. We got a different colour now. Huh. Okay, so it sort of dries up. It's just like water, is it? Interesting. Interesting. Is this that giant? Get over, you lazy bastard. Oh yeah, I'm talking to you. Don't know what that is. His fat belly, maybe. Alright, cool.
Before he discovered painting, the king was a potter. He loved the simplicity of a well-spun pot. So when his subjects complained that his new city was too austere and that there was nowhere to relieve themselves, the king ignored them. But when they started relieving themselves in his pots, the king hastily built them a sewer system.
So they're piss pots, and we're in the sewer, presumably. No, it's just a dead end. I knew that. I knew that. I was just testing. Jeez, seeing whether he's still awake.
Sometimes the giant wondered about where all the people in the city had gone. Mostly he worried they might
king's
come
probably
back
killed them
and
all.
ask him to clean their gutters or put out their fires. But they never did, and that was why the giant, who was the laziest that had ever lived, was also the happiest.
Okay. I think he'd be a bit lonely though, all by himself. Okay, so we've put the water in, it's going to raise that boat up and then we can get past, presumably. That's the plan. Batman. See, let's say what the hell's going on here. None of that. See, I told you it was Batman. I'm Batman. Wait, no, wrong game. What's that? Huh. Another balloon. Okay, I got a feeling the what the hell are these? Ninja stars? Caltrops, something. They shouldn't be here, that's weird. Wait, there's a ball there, maybe it's some sort of game I'm not familiar with. Because it makes me feel sick. I don't know if it's, I mean, I can play like, you know, I play games like Call of Duty and stuff all the time, so it's not first person shooters, it's like, you know, it's just this game's proper messing with me. I don't know what it is, but it makes me feel sick as a dog. It's kind of interesting though. I mean, it's not like breakneck action, but yeah, I suppose it's quite interesting. This guy sort of, goddamn swan! No! Whoa, when I get my hands on you. I'm supposed to be like endeared to him probably, but I just want to rip his bloody head off. Well, perhaps that's a little that's a little bit harsh, but you know, I want to have words with him, let's say. This place is huge. Right, I don't know if I will be completing this before I end it. So. Okay, so that's where it wants us to. Oh, that's the airship, isn't it? What? Oh, that's not good. What the hell? Ah, dear. I'm gonna get eaten by a predator. Whatever the hell that was. Get me the hell out of there. Leg it. See, I knew it. Fill it with the water. Part 3, new growth. Okay. God damn you, swan! Bastard. Oh. Cool. So you use the water to grow stuff. Okay, cool. Okay, so the yellow, where there's yellow flowers, I shoot them and they'll grow. Okay, cool. And presumably I can climb them. I think that's the plan.
As the city filled up with people, the streets filled up with garbage. In a fury, the king painted over the roads with a canal, which swept away the trash, along with some of the slower children. But the water brought something else, a horde of vines which began covering the city.
So what? He built a canal which killed loads of slow children. This guy's a freaking maniac. There's dictators in our world that make this guy look timid. Jesus. Guy's a psychopath, isn't it? He don't belong in no kid's story. Whoa, what the hell was that? So, is that old Loch Ness monster, old Nessie? Yep. What's up, Nessie? I think we'll steer clear of that one if we can. Right, where are we going now then, Bulbs? See? Up the hill. It's a whale. Cool. It's pretty cool. Okay, we're gonna need to grow again, are we? Come on then. Oh, I'm gonna get you! You better run. You better run. You're gonna be dinner. I'm gonna cut your head off and make a mantle out of it as well. I think it's the lack of definition that's been made, because this, I don't feel quite so bad on this one. I still feel a bit sick, but I think it's the lack of definition that's been making me feel sick. Maybe it's some sort of, I'm sure there's some sort of scientific reasoning aside from the fact that I'm a pussy. So yeah, if you've been getting if you got motion sick, if you played this game and it got you motion sick, I'd love to hear in the comments, because I don't know if it's just me being a dweeb. Okay, that's pretty cool. The palace. Oh, it's pretty good. It's a bit slow. I'm not blown away by it or anything, but it's interesting. If you get a chance to play it, give it a go. But yeah, it's pretty good. Aside from the motion sickness, it's decent. But I think I'm gonna call it a day, because this thing is making me sick as a dog, and I've been whinging this whole time. So I'm gonna call it quits on this one for now. So if you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, share, and subscribe for more BS of a similar nature. Thank you and goodbye. Now I'm going to go be sick in a bucket. Yeah, I wasn't really being sick. Not that you couldn't tell. Anywho, see you later.